Just under a year ago, I walked out of the local cinema with my friends, as I had done many times before. This time, however, was a little different. I left the cinema feeling empowered, inspired like I hadn't before. What film provoked such emotion? Wonder Woman. It sounds silly. Wonder Woman was a typical action blockbuster, a fine film by all means, but it wasn't exactly incredibly complex. It wasn't even a true story. However, it wasn't necessarily the themes or even the plot that inspired me. It was seeing a well-developed, three-dimensional woman in a genre that is dominated by men. It was seeing someone of my gender being the hero, the one that learns a lesson and saves the day. Wonder Woman empowered me and many other women across the world. However, as I made my way home, my inspiration was dampened by a growing, unsettled feeling. Why had I not seen this before? Why was I so shocked? This was my realization of how gender inequality has become so normal. My name is Sadbh Boylan, and I'm here to speak to you today about why I believe Goal 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals is the most important for long-term development in our world. There are 17 Sustainable Development Goals, each one tackling a different issue in today's society, from education to economic growth. Goal 5 aims to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Some may argue that gender inequality is not as important as other issues. There are people starving with no food, no water, they say. We've all seen the ads on TV. We know about world hunger. They're grave issues, without a doubt, but the matter of gender inequality is also one that must be taken seriously. I wish to stress that the issue lies deeper than we would like to believe. The fact that we have just one mainstream female superhero film is just the tip of the iceberg. Gender inequality has become a fact of life for women across the world. As of 2017, just 23.4% of national parliamentarians are women, an illogical figure given that women make up approximately half of the global population. Not only are women missing out on opportunities, but they are earning less than their male counterparts, simply because of their gender, a factor that not only is out of their control, but one that has little to no impact on their ability to carry out work. This is no myth, no foreign concept that affects women in less developed countries far, far away. In Ireland, there is an average 14% wage disparity in favour of men. Need I mention the global epidemic of sexual assault against women, a brutal plague that many would prefer not to talk about? For a moment, though, let's look outside Ireland, outside our first world bubble, to developing countries. Girls Not Brides states that 15 million girls a year are married before the age of 18. That is 28 girls every minute. Before this speech is over, the childhoods of 280 girls will have been snatched away, many by men twice their age. This practice is rooted in the belief that women are inferior to men. According to statistics published by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, 16 million girls will never set foot inside a classroom. These statistics are harsh, but far less shocking than they should be. As I said, gender inequality has become a fact of life for women, whether we like it or not, as I realized after seeing Wonder Woman. I felt so empowered because I had never seen anything like it before, but that itself is the problem. I had subconsciously come to expect seeing only male-dominated films of the genre. Gender inequality has always been there, never as publicized as other issues. We have become so numb, so desensitized to what is going on, simply because it is how things have always been. It is time for that to change. We must open our eyes to the effects of gender inequality, but also to how the benefits of gender equality can vastly improve society. Let us take just one of the 16 million girls who will never set foot inside a classroom and give her an opportunity. Imagine if she could receive an education, if she didn't have to marry at the age of 14. This girl could go on to become a teacher, a doctor, a farmer, a businesswoman. She could help those in her community, support her family. This girl could contribute to economic growth in her country, reduce poverty, create jobs, provide food, educate others. The potential is limitless, the possibilities endless. Now, imagine that same potential for the other 15,999,999 girls who will not receive an education. By doing something so simple as ensuring education is a basic right for all, regardless of gender, we can open so many doors. The key to completing all 17 of the Sustainable Development Goals is first providing gender equality. By giving girls equal opportunities, we allow them to make a difference in the world. It's a ripple effect. The stone of gender equality is dropped into the lake of the world, allowing women to make a difference in modern society. Ripples, spreading out across the lake. Furthermore, an equal society is a society that is united. The Sustainable Development Goals cannot be achieved by one individual, nor 100, or even 1,000. It will take all of us as a united race working together to achieve these targets. To conclude, I believe once we open our eyes to how important gender inequality is, real progression can be made. It is why I think Goal 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals is the most important. I would like to sum up my argument in a quote that is very special to me, having provided a lot of inspiration when I was writing this speech. Change their minds and change the world. Wonder Woman. Thank you very much.